That might make it worse.
That is an incredibly difficult matchup to play. Okay, well,
plus
Showmaker going to go for it. The Akali going to be locked in. Let's just hope that the gravel is never leveled. Yeah, to be honest, even if this was a D+ that's in better form, you know, before they really fell off, and this composition is very, very happy with things like Weaver's Wall and Cask available, not to mention, you know, the poke threat of the culling that can just be fired out.
Yeah, their zone control is just incredible as... Ooh, Kana 6!
Alright, there's the Dominus as Keen. Can he get away from this one? As he is going to have to flash, but Kana's going to flash after him. There's Cull the Meek. Will we have a slice and or a dice as the Dominus is doing a fair bit of work with the body slam? It comes back first.
Hold up.
Okay, never mind, yeah. Showmaker's rotating over. Bidity throwing rocks at Shelly.
Allen on his way as well.
Lahen's going to get backflipped on us. Showmaker, he can go into his Shroud if he'd like to. He flashes, avoids the rocks. He's still in the Shroud, but no, he's targeted. Never you mind. He gets down as Showmaker gets out. Lahen's going to get knocked up as well by the Cyclone as it goes Canna into the backline like a torpedo lizard. And Keen is going to body slam him. I have a feeling Canna should die, but no, the last bit of burst, the barrel's not enough either. Eventually, PDD locks down the kill as now Deft has ulted as he finally makes it to the fight. Doesn't have cleanse, like you say, for the exhaust, but it's going to wear off as now Amy's going to get flashed on. Deft gets over the wall. This is just a catastrophe for KT.
This is exactly what we were talking about as well. You can't opt into these massive fights. And now they might get Drake, they might get Herald, and they got a bunch of kills on the Crucial Kara's Atlas. Oh, now they should be fine.
All right, Phalanx is rebuilt. All right, let's see whether KT can hold the line as they've started this dragon now themselves. It's going to be a 50-50 as Canyon. It's going to be hard for them to get him out of here as they do just lock down because he has to flash out. The Vault Break is going to come through, but Slice, Dice, and Canna is fine. The dragon will be secured, and D+ Kia just get out of there, and it's a Mountain Soul. As Canyon gets spotted out, the bubble is so good! It lands onto Deft and he's delivered into the back of the team, but they haven't been able to kill him just yet. Now he's able to free hit his cuz. He's going to go down first. They didn't have the damage! Who would have known as the Shuriken backflip is going to be the end of Keen? And D+ Kia, they can go to a Baron.
It's not enough. BDD doesn't have his transformation yet. He has only a crown. Oh,
yeah.
No.
Backflip, he's going to deny some of the damage. He has his broken stopwatch. Yeah, throws him into the ground. That is definitely good. As, yep, there's melee range. And Showmaker's going to easily be able to pick that one up. Collects a Baron. Yeah.
But it's definitely what they're going to be looking to do. And I don't see a way out for KT unless D+ massively mess up.
Well, that's a wild growth. Cuz is just going to get dove on by Deft, who's just in amongst everyone, but he doesn't care. That gets him closer to killing them. As I think there was a Vi and a Nami there, but they disappeared pretty quickly. And now, D+ should be able to break open the base off the back of that one.
You don't have a wave.
They have one minion.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to ignore Mr. Caster minion there.
Yeah.
Good enough. That's all you need.
That's all you need. Exactly.
Showmaker does not seem to mind one bit of... Oh, no.
Well, aiming's going to get engaged on. He finds himself in a very odd position. Well, now he's in the Death Chamber, so I guess there's that. Deft's going to extendo beam and then just look for the stragglers as Lahen's, yeah, he's seafood right now. Weaver's Wall comes forward, but the rest of the team is already dead. BDD now underneath his turret, but Canna's just going to wait for that wall to come down and then sprint through. There's the flash forward from Showmaker. Deft taking a lot of damage from that turret. Keen's completely out of mana. Seismic Shove comes in. Deft's going to flash on top of this Talia, who will die.
Don't even need the soul!
Yep, they're just going to win the game. And Keen, all he can do is watch. His Jack Show's just not really doing it right now as these Nexus turrets not long for the world. 27 minutes. And D+ Kia will take down KT, get their revenge, at least in game one. You're just feeling good and you're having a good time. And that's precisely what D+ Kia did. They also had a lot more threat to their composition in the end. But I think that KT's comp wasn't the problem. It was playing timidly. It was throwing away that advantage so early on. Renekton Nidalee is fine. Just Renekton Nidalee.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming to Wukong as well.
Yeah. This is actually just the most Renekton Nidalee thing ever.
And based on at least game that we saw Canyon play, you'd be scared.
I mean,
based on any other Nidalee game that Canyon has ever played, you're feeling good.
As OK Chronicler, have KT done it? I know D plus Kia have a risky draft. I'm going
Bald and the birth of Baldless, which was great. When we look at the individual matchups here, we have Prio in mid again. Showmaker on this Jace going to have a lot of threat towards BDD. BDD will have the level 6 all-in, but I wouldn't be surprised if this Jace goes for the Gore Drinker build. The extra resistances into an all-in actually are quite nice.
Canyon currently losing, as that spear is going to land. That's a pretty good one, but the Shock Blast is going to miss. You can't have a perfect storm, can you, really? But still, Drive-By going to help out, and BDD is well and truly on the ropes.
You can have a Gathering Storm.
You can, but we
don't know if anyone.
You mostly have Scorches these days.
Yeah, we're back to Scorching. Just let it go, Cuz.
Did Scorching ever leave? As Cuz is going to get electrocuted. Does use his Warrior Trickster to dodge the spear.
Yeah, so not dying is pretty easy when you're Wukong due to the amount of mobility that you have. Wow. Sometimes
Showmaker get mad. Showmaker will get delivered some gold here. Here's a Cyclone onto Canyon. He's going to have to flash, but there is the second activation. Primal Surge comes down. Canyon trying to pounce his way out, but there's the Nimbus Strike. Cuz, can you actually get this? Oh, no. Oh! They block it, though! So never mind, Ace in the Hole not going to be enough, and now the fight has started. Def taken down to almost 100 health here, as Kellen going to heroically save his AD carry. And that was almost a first blood.
Don't get over ego!
Oh, God! Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, now the monkey's back. Cuz is back. Canyon slinks into the brush. So much action. There's too much action for my 0-0 game. Canna, don't you hit Keen. You guys were swimming in different pools, remember?
Trimmed. That doesn't sound as sad as it was.
It doesn't sound as brutal.
The gold graph, this is textbook.
This is textbook 0-0 gaming.
It's textbook.
100%, yeah.
I don't think the 5v5 6k gold down is the way to go.
Ooh, Life Binding connects. All right, they're going to see whether they can burst the Renekton, and PDD finds the ult. The backflip's there as well as Canna. He's going to be taken out. That's first blood, guys. This is the most ridiculous thing ever is Kellen. He's going to be taken out as well. And all right, KT, they get themselves 2 kills, 0-2. D plus Gear been doing nothing this game. What is going on? As Canyon does manage to take down the turret, Shirley's still alive and wreaking havoc. As D plus Gear, they are still here, but they are missing so many members. Showmaker stunned for about 50 years, and KT are still alive. They are still standing their ground. Well, and Canyon's still here. Deft is trying to walk away. I think he's probably figured out that they've lost this one. Because it's going to go down exceedingly low, manages to take the Drake, and now Canyon is by himself, chasing after KT. The arrow not going to connect. Cuz trying to get back his mana. Oh, God! They're walking into the Renekton, and he's so scared. Never mind, he's not that scary. He does manage to find Lehens, does Canyon. And an inner turret went down and stuff like that, but that wasn't as fun as that fight. KT are back in it.
And KT has one job, and that's actually 2. Don't get hit by Poke.
Ow.
Yes.
Oh, but
no.
The count.
And don't get flanked by the Crocodile. Those are your only 2 jobs.
Don't get prowled on. As aiming, he takes a spear. Showmaker is getting engaged on, though. The Cyclone is good, but Showmaker is just going to boop him away as BDD gets into the back line. Kellen has gone down already, and BDD still looking for more. He has the Shroud, but he's eliminated immediately, and now we're prowling. In goes Canna. Keen is going to get eviscerated as Showmaker just walks around the side, but Keen gets eviscerated. Not really true. It takes a while for him to go down, but Def finally finds the arrow as the zombie Scion gets a little bit angry. It isn't going to be able to take down the Varus. And yes, they managed to punish Kellen, but Keen and BDD go down, and that means that KT can't contest this Drake. Play on a knife's edge. As Keen, the only one that can face check, he absolutely can. It will get hit by a Chain of Corruption and does get taken to 50%. It's now Cuz, oh no! Caught off to the side and Def just eliminates him. Keen takes him a long time to die, but that monkey just goes pop.
Monkey got mauled by a Crocodile, Atlas!
Oh no!
He got prowled upon! They have a sneaking suspicion.
Yeah, I like
Cuz
this.
might be looking for something.
Yeah, as Chains of Corruption land. Oh my goodness, this guy's the tank! In goes Canyon. He does have to get out of there as Keen survives, and now BDD gets into the back line. Oh my goodness! This Crocodile's just massive! As Canyon's now flashing out of the way of BDD. Cuz has to flash as well. Shock Blast
That's it!
will pick him up, and that should be game. D+ Kia, welcome back to the LCK. We missed you.
And my God, that's vintage value right there. That handbag is getting auctioned off, Atlas.
And that's why you don't give Canna the Crocodile. That's 8-0 now on this thing. You can play it any which way you want, as he might just die. It's taken. Oh, he does have GA, so never mind. He just wanted to get full item value. Canyon gets onto the fountain. D+ Kia a 2-0. Necessarily.
Hey, Lissandra.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right.
Was that an insta lock?
Insta lock.
Too good. As let's get onto the Rift here for game number 1. See where the Kwandong Freaks are going to be able to pull a rabbit out of a hat.
It's like, okay, won the one game on Draven, right? Okay, hold on.
All right, Showmaker is going to get a ward in, and then takes a bit of damage here from Youngjae. Continue out. Bulldog has a very cool skin. I do like that. All right, let's see whether this dive is actually going to work out. Shroud on cooldown, and that is first blood. So comfortably collected by the Kwandong
Well played. Canyon coming over too. He knows it. Showmaker's calling out for it. That's why he's shrouded there to try to buy some extra time. But really easy walk up, Ring of Frost into just claw out. Takes the aggro there for Youngjae. That was beautifully played.
Oh, Deft misses the Q as the Ignite now goes down. Has to flash as Taeyun charges his arrow. Deft looking for a little bit more as Canyon's going to come down. Kellen's still going to be able to zone them off the wave.
All right, watch this play. Shroud's here. Shows himself on the top side. And then now it's kind of game theory with Ring of Frost. He's like, I just know exactly where you're going to be. Wukong sets it up. He tanks the extra turret shot. Claws out. Very clean.
Beautifully done. Levels even. Deft unable to actually go up and try and help out there. He stands very far back. This is dangerous. Lissandra on vision as well, but what can D+ Kia actually do about it is the question. Is Kellen going down very low? Oh, the arrow's going to interrupt Canyon there as well.
This should be Drake for sure going over to Kwangdong Freaks now. Youngjae just going to trickster over the wall and take this one down. This is going to be a back interrupted. And this is, you know, the complexities of what I was talking about in this laning phase. 2 Ezreal lanes. Now, it's very different, obviously, with the Ashe here. Can we see a steal?
Oh, well, no, we can't, but it was very close as Canyon's going to flash and freak out a little. Still holding on to the back as Youngjae is just going to take this Rift Herald. There's a Nah, okay, that should just be the kickback and a, okay, leap strike out. Canna, not going to go for it, holds on to the flash, and they get Dudu's flash once again as Canyon looks for the... As he is going to walk in, gets his control ward, and there is the arrow. The flash immediately comes out. He knew that that was going to happen.
Massively behind, so functionally he's just going to be stronger. Okay, this time no flash, but the claw is good.
Yeah, claw is going to come through, but the stun is going to last for way too long. Oh, Showmaker caught under the turret, but it doesn't matter. He's able to pick up the kill with the perfect execution. Needed it. Counter-Strike now on a little bit of cooldown as Deft is over the wall. And you can see they're looking for the turn. Okay, Bulldog does still have Frozen Tomb available. Showmaker was trying to bait it out. Bingo goes Bulldog. He turns it around himself as now Kellen's going to flash. That's a huge Gnar into the wall. But can they kill Youngjae? He's going down so low, but he survives forever. And the Lissandra is still there. She's able to kill Deft. And now there is nothing D+ Kia can do. Canna, yeah, he gets a wallop off, but he is limping away from this battle. And he'll have to just try and go for... Oh, it's an execute.
Gets the execute.
No,
he does, yeah, he does get the execute there. It doesn't look like June actually autoed him at all. So he will get away with this.
It's definitely not the biggest win rate that he's picked up, as Arrow is going to find Taeyun here.
No flash.
And yeah, that's a really dead Varus.
The teleport is almost cancelled. Oh, Taeyun again.
Another arrow is going to connect, and that's a real dead Varus.
Okay, this game state is changing very rapidly. Like, you know, this looks a lot harder every single time one of these mistakes happens here.
As Youngjae is just going to get kicked. This could be a huge throw, Wolf.
I mean, it is starting to feel like it is already, and now with the teleport available for Kana, I was talking about, they're just going to grab Baron.
Yeah, it doesn't have the Unsealed Spellbook as Showmaker. Oh, that ward wasn't in the brush, so Showmaker is going to get doomed and taken down. Kana throws them into the wall.
The counter throw?
We'll see. as there is still a smite in this pit, but Dudu is absolutely terrifying. Canyon's going to be able to secure it and get out in the arrow. He's going to connect once again. Now Jun flashing himself out. Canyon gets back into the pit once again as Def locks down Bulldog. Blind now gets over the wall, and D plus K, I mean, that was way more difficult than it could have been, but they take the Baron.
Like the Ring of Frost coming across on the other side here. You have Counter-Strike. Okay, Arrow.
Arrow going to connect onto Dudu. Oh, it was going to hit someone, and there's the kickback that Jax can't even Counter-Strike. I don't even know whether he had it off cooldown as Canna doesn't have flash, as that is Showmaker going golden to deny the Frozen Tomb. Cyclone's good, as he was still tanking the turret. Now they're out of cooldowns. There's a huge Gnar into 3 into the wall, and Canna, I'll never say it again. I'm sorry for saying the Gnar isn't perfect. I'm sorry for saying it isn't amazing. I'll never say it again, I promise.
Game over.
That might just be exactly that, Wolf, as they're going to push through. That's the ace of Lissandra being able to do damage effectively. This is sort of the Lissandra situation, as she has a whole bunch of friends, and it's a Gnar by himself. They should be able to find something. He'll take a while to die, as True Shot Barrage gets a fair bit of value, but the Frozen Thrall is all that remains. They can pick you all the time. They should always have vision. They can decide who they want to kill at any time.
And Kwangdong cannot play timid here. They have to play aggressively. They have to play around these arrows and flank angles. Bulldog's going to look for one here. As long as Dudu and Bulldog have a cross angle.
Oh, Taeun. Oh, wow, he is way too low. They cannot actually fight anything.
Yep, the fight's over now. And while they're being indecisive and kiting to that choke point, one single ult from Deft is like, all right, you guys are out.
Man, Bulldog is like, he's playing his heart out this game. As the Claw, oh, Showmaker, he picks it really beautifully. The arrow has to be flashed as the Q misses from Canyon, but Bulldog might just die. The Frozen Tomb comes in. Showmaker goes into his Zhonya's, and now Def wants to take some control. Counter-Strike will go off before Def comes out of his stopwatch, but he still is going to die. Canyon goes into his stopwatch as well as Canna gets over the wall. Mega Gnar is incoming. He puts everyone on top of each other, and the bottom lane is just obliterated, or walloped, I should say. Youngjae goes golden as well. I mean, everyone has a stopwatch at this point in the game. Showmaker's going to flash on the head, though. It's not going to stop him from dying. Picks up the double, and we'll see what D plus Kia want to do now.
As long as that Nexus is alive, there's a chance, right? There's a chance.
Oh, okay, Canna is going to bite the bait. Showmaker looking for the flank, and who's baiting who is kind of the question, as he finds the backflip onto Taeun. Yep, you can't cleanse death anyway, so I guess it doesn't even really matter, as Canyon's going to get the kickback. That's the Gnar follow-up. And now Dudu, where are you going to go? And where is Jun going to go, especially as Showmaker should be able to find a 5-point strike. It's a dead Wukong, and Bulldog is going to try and hold the wave, but there are minions still here. And if they can tank these turrets, they can just win the game. Unless Dudu can do something absolutely heroic. There's a teleport to keep these minions alive, which is very cute. And there goes the Jax. Canyon going to safeguard to follow Jun, and this game is over. But man, Kwangdong Freaks, they made them work for it. This is not what D plus K were expecting this game. I guarantee you that. As Bulldog on this Lissandra, he played the laning phase very well. He had some moments, but then he also had some mishaps. Still, when it's a team this young, can't help but feel proud of them.
The focal point here is, I think, a little bit of frustration. Yeah, Deft hits 400 wins, but the coaching staff is much more interested on how that early game went wrong right now.
I don't think we're going to be having that discussion backstage about congratulations on your 400 wins.
To play the plan, right? Play everything according to plan. When things stop going according to plan, that's the harder thing to teach. That's the harder thing to grow with, and there's a lot of learning to be done here for Kwangdong Freaks in this long.
Do it. This was his one trick back in the day, guys.
Don't do it.
I mean, he's not going to play it. But it was... He played it once in Kesper Cup like 4 years ago or something like that, and I remember we were so excited about it. It's a dicey one. Kwangdong Freaks will see whether they can get things together. We hop onto the rift. Showmaker's first Kassadin game. Now, the player that plays it the most, it's the first time he's played it this season, is Jun. Oh dear, down to 100 health. The autos are going to come through, and that is first blood for D plus Kia. They are angry after what happened in game number 1. Yeah, back with a vengeance.
Skirting around those turrets on the top side, having way more damage here, and looking for more.
Deft is just going to go for it. Okay, another auto, not going to land as Youngjae is going to come in here. They do have a ward in this brush, and he doesn't have Arcane Shift. There's the flash. Oh, does manage to get the Inspire. Deft, oh, Arcane Shift, where is it? Not going to be back up in time, as Showmaker is going to get another kill onto Bulldog here in the mid lane, as Kassadin will be entirely even.
So this is, look at the turret placement here. Heal is baited out early. Flash forward from Kellen. Dune just burns down, and Deft gets level 2 here off of another minion that decides, okay, I'm going back in because I have Arcane Shift, can actually push for this. And then Taeyun narrowly escapes, and they turn this one around. But as you can see on the minimap in mid, all the while here, yes, Deft does get punished. Flash has to be used for Wukong. Fortunately, big push coming through from the Talia is punished here by Canyon. Grabs this, and he's like, all right, well, I see the Wukong as bottom side, so let's punish this Talia that's trying to get a lane advantage. This is just quintessential Bulldog, right? Trying to get any lane advantage he can.
Yeah, trying to go over and ward, I think. But Canyon in perfect position.
오! 개달아.
Happy Showmaker.
But so much more important this time around for those to actually land. As okay, Canyon hits 5, he wants to contest.
Yep, Youngjae gonna fight him as Showmaker's getting taken down very low as well in the mid lane. He has level 6. Level 6 finally hit for Bulldog, as now he could join and try and add to this fight as Canyon. He may have to flash to try and get out of this one. He does. Seismic Shove in a great spot there for Bulldog.
Yeah, and actually some CS is denied from Deft as he has to come over there.
And it's so unfair, right? Because Showmaker should be like severely weak because he's Kassadin.
Here comes Jax.
And Dudu does have the inside track. Showmaker now trying to chase after them. Does find the riposte as Canyon's going to go down. And that's a disaster. D plus Kia kind of on opposite sides of each other's mind there.
Yeah, just
Canyon left out to dry.
Yeah, Canyon left out. Not the best target selection there. With the flash setup here, not going to commit any further, but still getting a little bit of an advantage.
Oh, that's another Glacial Prison. Bulldog this time doesn't have flash. Kellen is going to pick up the kill. He's like, I have to flash bottom lane, guys. Shove going to get the flash out of Showmakers. We're going to check out this bottom side as Canyon's here again. This is the most proactive I've seen Canyon all year. It's crazy. Another gank's going to work out as the Rift Herald thrown down here in the mid lane. Kwandong Freak still able to fight back as a couple of turret shots.
Point in time, with all the plate money he picked up, we'll see in just a moment.
Wolf, this is gross.
Yeah.
It's 25 CS lead, like pre-20 minutes for Cassidy.
Dudu actually,
it's pre-14 minutes.
If that Vital isn't placed back, he actually dies. I think he might actually die regardless.
Okay, yeah, Youngjae is just going to Cyclone him. Oh, man. Have you seen Twister? I used to get really scared of Twister, man.
I mean, it scared me as a kid real bad.
And then I spoke to my parents. I'm like, Mom and Dad. Yep. And D+ have 100% of the good dragons this game. Already picked up as, okay, Dudu, let's see how you get out of this one. The answer is you can't. And Canner is going to be able to pick that one up.
Grab this mid turret here. I don't think they have enough minions.
Oh, that sidestep was good. The second one was not. But Rod of Ages is done, and Showmaker is way more tanky than he has any right to be. Jun, he was tanking the turret! Oh, Kellen's going to be able to lock down the kill. They'll still be able to get the turret here.
Kellen!
As Kellen's sort of like stuck between a rock, a hard place, and another rock, and another hard place, and he's dead.
Okay, we're going to be forcing fights early, but some of these mistakes here in the mid game cost him big.
Oh, Bulldog was actually out of vision when he stopwatched there, so Canyon's going to throw his ultimate into Narnia, but that's fine because that means he's stopped. And
Scryer's Blossom.
Yeah. The one that makes you see good, real good, as Canyon finds another ulti. It's a bit of a drive-by, as Jun finds a nice grenade, but it is not enough to save him. Canyon is now going to get challenged pretty grandly, and he will die. They get a free heal off it as well. Kwandong Freak's going to answer nicely. That is a 1-for-1 in the end.
Yeah, support for a jungle, and you've got this Drake available, so pushing down to take this.
Because he was casted. Sometimes it just happens. Canyon, he can rotate over. We're going to fight here towards the bottom side, though. His Grand Challenge going to be issued. Cannon puts his back against the wall, but it's still going to be the challenge coming through. Counter-Strike comes down. There's the flash. Dudu going to still fight this one out, though. Oh, okay. We're Alcove Gaming. And there are too many wards. There's too much control as he comes around. That was a jump scare. Cannon's going to pick up the kill in the 1v1 and immediately teleports to the top lane.
Showmaker getting that extra level. As we'll watch this time from Kana's perspective.
Just checking things out here on his bar.
All right, in mid.
All right, got a bit of a fight as Cannon's going to go down. Okay, nice little pick onto the jungler. Might be really important here as D+ now have to defend a potential Baron take from Kwandong Freaks.
Yeah, D+ here with no jungler. This is going to be so awkward. It's going to have to be a play from Kana. He's flashless too.
Yep, you have to fight this. You have to.
You absolutely do. Here comes Showmaker on the flank.
Yeah, Rift Walk. Bulldog getting taken down very low. There is the Null Sphere as Deft over the wall. Can they actually win the fight after this is the question as Grand Challenge comes through. Showmaker's going to need a few more of these Rift Walks to get out of this one. Does have enough, but that is Baron picked up.
There's 16.
Yep, so he's got it. And also, he's pushed this wave all the way in. D+ don't want to lose 2 inhibitors off that, though. As this turret, not long for the world. Now, the flank play to come in. It's Showmaker making his way through. They know about this. They have an inkling. Because he's been off the map for quite some time. Canyon going to go down extraordinarily low. Into the backline goes Showmaker. Grand challenge is issued, though, as Dudu trying to get the work done. Cannon goes down.
You just back out now. You don't have to force anything more. This is a huge win for Guangdong Freaks. They stop the teleport there. They can go grab Soul Point.
Ow.
It's going to be a delay here, but they still have the empowered backs. And
well, D+, they do have a control ward in here, as we're just fighting one more time. The Baron was still up, actually, for another couple of seconds, as Showmaker, Youngjae has to go into his stopwatch. True Shot Barrage is going to sail through. He does manage to get Soul Point, but he'll give his life for it.
Somehow pull Kana out of this lane. His TP is coming up soon.
On Dev, that's very aggressive positioning as he spots the rest of the team. Cyclone does come out as now Dudu, he's in trouble. Showmaker rift walking after him. Can he find another lunge? Kellen's going to move on in. He does lunge over, but now they're taking the Fiora for a walk, and Deft comes over and picks up the kill. All right, Kellen just lying in wait. Control ward coming down. June, oh my goodness, he is so incredibly low. In goes Canada to find Taeyoon. Kellen's going to flash on top of him, and they lock down the Varus. Depth is going to be taken as well, so it's 1-for-1. But this Kassadin, the Kassadin is the problem. As Bulldog, he's going to get wiped out first. That's the first target of Showmaker here, the Herald of Doom for Guangdong Freaks. Maybe they don't need a Baron. Dudu comes over. Force Pulse not going to connect. True Shot Barrage is actually huge. A lot of value there as D+ getting control of this area, and look at all of this poke raining down. Kana coming on the flank. Yeah, he is. Let's see what this counter-strike looks like. My god, the Cyclone! It's also really good, but it is not good enough. Yeah, the Sejuani goes down, but it's another counter-strike to obliterate Guangdong Freaks. Can this change the game?
Oh, look at the flank for Kana.
Well, they are going to be able to get the Drake, but can they actually win the fight is the question. Oh, they pick up the Jax! That's not going to be the counter-strike value that we were looking for.
Oh, certainly not. And now they should be able to just kind of kite their way out of here and push towards this inhibitor.
Man, think about it. If that was an Infernal Soul, Guangdong Freaks would be in such an incredible position. They're still in a good position.
Yeah, they really are, because they're going to push up here and try to siege this up, and this is just buying more and more time. If they get to have the Elder Flip fight in the first place, that's more than they should have ever gotten this game.
True. As this is with Baron, by the way, guys. Oh, the flank from Canyon is just massive. Showmaker, yeah, he's going to be able to get in there. The Talia is already dead, and now Deft, alongside Showmaker on this Kassadin, are just going to mop the floor with them. Showmaker still has the Zonya's Hourglasses. Dudu, can he do it again? I think the answer might be no, but he's still alive. He's flashing. The GA is going to be popped onto Deft, and he will be put down in the end. I thought maybe we'd have another one of those Dudu moments, but we don't. That's going to be the ace. And the dream was so close to being a live wolf.
Yeah, and all of these longer fights, you're never going to win as Guangdong Freaks because you're up against this nearly full build Kassadin. You went Deathcap.
8-0-10.
He went Deathcap, he skipped the Morel Namga just sitting on an Oblivion Orb, and he can end these games. Deft and Kassadin are on basically 2 late team fighting champions. Like
I like how you say Deft and Kassadin, because Showmaker is kind of Kassadin here in the LCK.
Sorry, I meant to say Kassadin and Ezreal.
No, I like it.
Okay, well this is the end of the game.
It is certainly the end of the game. That is going to be another ace picked up here. There's been a lot of chem tech put down onto this Rift, but it was not enough for Guangdong Freaks. Nexus goes down. There's the 2-0 for D+ Gear.
Yeah.
I think Canyon looking happier than usual, and we could see that in his play. He was like rampaging the Rift throughout the entire game, making plays whether they were good or not. It did not matter. He was going, he was pressing R and throwing a prison at someone, you know.